Buckle up, Stranger Things fans. Season 5 is gearing up to shatter hearts with what could be the most devastating body count yet in Hawkins, Indiana. As we gear up for the final showdown against the Upside Down, it's impossible to ignore the looming specter of character deaths. Sure, we've cheered for these kids as they've battled monsters, but let's face it, time hasn't been kind to their youthful appearances. And with a world-ending threat like Vecna on the prowl, sacrifices seem inevitable. But here's where it gets controversial. How many of our beloved heroes will we lose? And is the show daring to go for the biggest shock of all? Stick around, because we're diving into the 5 characters most at risk of meeting a grim end, ranked from least to most gut-wrenching. Drawing from the explosive trailer for the first half of episodes, check it out at https://www.slashfilm.com/2011913 Stranger Things Season 5 trailer. We're not just speculating. We're feeling a real sense of dread for some fan favorites. Cast and crew hints point to Game of Thrones-style twists and tragedies, as detailed in this /film piece. https://www.slashfilm.com/2011913 Stranger Things Season 5 trailer. www.slashfilm.com/2005942 Stranger Things Season 5 Game of Thrones battle inspiration. And with Vecna fuming over last season's cliffhanger, explored here. https://www.slashfilm.com/91416 Stranger Things Season 4 Volume 2. Ending explained. Anything could happen, from epic heroic send-off set to 80s anthems to chaotic exits for newcomers that disrupt 11, Millie Bobby Brown and her crew. Tears, cheers, or shrugs, it's all on the table, but one thing's clear. Steve Harrington won't be among the fallen. After all, hasn't Dustin Gaten Matarazzo endured enough heartache already? That said, some characters are in far more peril, and we've ranked them by how emotionally wrecked we'd be if our theories prove true. 5. Dr. K. Let's give credit where it's due. The actress portraying the enigmatic Dr. K, Linda Hamilton, is a bona fide legend. She's thwarted nuclear apocalypses not once, but 3 times as the relentless Sarah Connor in the Terminator series, showcasing her prowess against robotic killers in high-stakes action fests. Yet, interdimensional warfare? That's uncharted territory, even for her. The Duffers have hyped her up as a hyper-intelligent and intimidating adversary for 11. As revealed in an Empire interview, https://www.empireonline/tv.news/Stranger Things exclusive. But we suspect she'll meet a tragic fate. Government operatives and shady figures have historically met unhappy ends in Stranger Things, and Dr. K seems poised to follow suit. Perhaps as a stepping stone for Elle's growth. Imagine her being torn apart by upside-down horrors or caught in the brutal clash between 11 and Vecna. It's a grisly exit that clears the stage for the ultimate good versus evil battle. And this is the part most people miss. Her toughness might make her a formidable foe, but in a show where the supernatural reigns supreme, even icons like her could fall. Murray Bauman. We'd hate to see it, but to ramp up the drama in the season's opening episodes, the Duffer brothers might need an early casualty to prove they're not pulling punches. Enter Brett Gelman's Murray Bauman, a standout since Season 2. This once grumpy recluse has evolved into a reliable ally, playing a key role in rescuing the presumed dead Hopper, David Harbour, in Season 4. Still, with the show having already claimed characters like the rocker Eddie, Joseph Quinn, and Joyce's sweet boyfriend Bob, Sean Astin, Murray's odds aren't great. But fear not, he could exit heroically, much like the brave Marines Vasquez and Gorman in Aliens, who sacrificed themselves with a grenade to save the day. For those new to sci-fi, that's a classic moment of selfless bravery in James Cameron's 1986 film. Picture Murray flashing his trademark smirk before an explosive boom. A fitting send-off for a character who's grown on us. Or, in a darker twist, he might be dispatched swiftly to underscore the escalating danger as the series peaks. Controversial take. Is it cruel to kill off a side character who's become so endearing, or does it heighten the stakes effectively? 3. Will Byers. It feels almost poetic that Stranger Things could conclude with Will Byers, Noah Schnapp, the boy whose disappearance kicked off the whole saga in Season 1, becoming one of the show's biggest losses, especially with what the new trailer suggests. Vecna has sinister designs for Will, potentially turning him against his friends in a heartbreaking betrayal. But here's where it gets controversial. The real horror might lie in what happens after Will outlives his usefulness as a pawn. If he sets the stage for the hero's downfall, Vecna could cruelly end his life right before their eyes, echoing the torture Max, Sadie Sink endured last season. Imagine Eleven and the gang powerless to intervene as Will suffers an even worse fate. That could deliver a crushing emotional blow in the first volume, hooking us for the second half with a foreboding cliffhanger, just as the trailer teases. For beginners unfamiliar with the show's lore, Will's connection to the Upside Down from the start makes his vulnerability a deep, tragic thread. It's like the series coming full circle, but at what cost? 2. Hopper. Nothing stings more than losing a beloved character only to have them miraculously return, then lose them for good. That's the potential double whammy awaiting Eleven's tough-as-nails dad, Jim Hopper, and the trailer is already laying the groundwork. We've seen glimpses of Elle and Hopper teaming up more prominently this time, deepening their father-daughter bond in ways we missed last season. Building that connection just to sever it could give Eleven the motivation she needs to take down Vecna. And this is the part most people miss. It mirrors the gut-punch tragedy from Season 2 of The Last of Us, where Joel, played by Pedro Pascal, faced a devastating loss, detailed in this slash film breakdown. https://wsh web/film.com/1837714/The Last of Us Season 2, Pedro Pascal, Joe Miller, Death Explained. Whether the Duffers borrow from that or stick to their own brutal style, Hopper's exit could be a game-changer. Controversial interpretation. Is reusing such a trope lazy, or does it amplify the emotional impact in a genre-bending finale? 1. 11. Let's be real. We've all entertained the unthinkable. Could Eleven herself be the ultimate casualty in the battle against Vecna? A shock that would leave fans reeling? The trailer's choice of Queen's anthem, Who Wants to Live Forever, analyzed here, https://film.com/201122/Stranger Things Season 5, trailer song, Who Wants to Live Forever meaning, hints at her potential last stand. And there's that poignant moment where she tells Mike, Finn Wolfhard, she must face the danger alone, even if Hopper joins her. Adding fuel to the fire, Millie Bobby Brown herself slipped up on the Jonathan Ross show. Catch the clip on TikTok, https://www.tiktok/@jrossshow/video 7344-74832 is from web app, PC, suggesting she knows Eleven's fate. It might not end happily. As the waffle-devouring hero of the original crew, her loss would be catastrophic. But here's where it gets controversial. Is sacrificing the protagonist too bold, even for a show known for twists? Or would it be the ultimate testament to her strength? And this is the part most people miss. In a series about found family and resilience, killing off Eleven could redefine heroism forever. We'll find out soon enough, with the first 4 episodes dropping on November 26, 2025, and the rest on December 25th. What do you think? Do any of these predictions ring true, or are we overthinking the trailer? Is the show brave enough to off Eleven, or should it focus on secondary characters? Share your hot takes in the comments. We'd love to hear agreements, disagreements, or wild theories that might change our minds.